Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. I'm still George Onyibe, of course. We will not change our name just to deceive you. And this morning, I want us to look at the message I simply titled, If the Eka people, the Oshimili people, the Indokwa people, the Anyocha people, the Ikwere people, ultimately the supposed sub-Igbo group, actually migrated from the Igbo Biafra people. And so, where did the Igbo Biafra people come from? This is a rhetorical question for those who still want to think, for those who still want to reason, because we know their point of argument. But if the truth be told, society, nations, and tribes supposed to emerge organically, not through creation. And if for any reason, for political reason, for conquest reason, we become a nation, it is also expected that we build on this relationship until the whole process is harmonized. Nigeria ordinarily is not a nation. It's a country, but striving to become a nation. In other words, we must create a balance to make allowance for each other's faults, to create a platform of fairness and equity till all of us can be able to understand ourselves, harmonize those heterogeneous and of course homogeneous atmosphere among us. Now, the issue of Igbo people, Igbo Biafra people, coming online to tell you every day, oh, they are uniting Igbo, they are uniting Igbo, oh, Igbo unification, they want to unite Igbo. You cannot forget in a hurry how it all began. No Igbo man was out there before Nnamdi Kanu came to do Biafra agitation. There was no need. No Igbo man can look at me in the face in Abo and tell me that I'm Igbo. It's not done. If you are a car person, nobody to do. Everybody mind their lane. No Ikwere, no Igbo person will go to Ikwere land and tell Ikwere people, you are Igbo. They could do it from behind closed door. But it's a beautiful thing that, yes, we all unite. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu has rightly said that we must strive for unity. But we must understand what we are unifying ourselves into. Nigeria is still struggling with the case of unity because we are not ready to tell ourselves the truth. And not until we tell ourselves the truth, the unity will continue. It's a work in progress. We pray we will get it right one day. But then, all of a sudden, it takes over the social media. You are Igbo, you are Igbo, you are Igbo, you are Igbo. Most of our people are even confused because it looks like this Igbo Biafra even have superior argument. The only line of defense we have today to tell you that Eka people are not Igbo and there is nobody like sub-Igbo group. The only way we can prove to you that everybody in the South is not Igbo and Southeast does not belong to Igbo people is because of the value system. Aside our values, oh boy, then don't sell us. Put the money for pocket. Even that shows the change they use in selling us. It's a shame. You see, it all started with Nnamdi Kanu. And I'm happy with what Justice Omotosho is doing regarding the Nnamdi Kanu case. You people say Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist, he's not a criminal, he's innocent, he's this one, he's holy, he's angel. Angel will have to stand before the competent court jurisdiction. It's going to be laughable if the judicial system of Nigeria decide to be fooling themselves. They will always use as a reference case study for another case in the nearest future. Nnamdi Kanu atrocity is everywhere. Everybody know. How he was discharged and acquitted, we don't understand. How he is innocent, we don't understand. Unfortunately, 90% of the criminals who are supporting him are running away. All of a sudden, there was Biafra. And all of a sudden, there was obedient movement. And all of a sudden, there was Igbo unity. And all of you cannot read their body language. But all of them, their fate will end like that of Nnamdi Kanu. Let him come and face now. He's going to face charges. Let him defend himself. It's a shame. I'm coming. Because that is how I always say, I'm coming. I've not landed. We want to see what will happen to Nnamdi Kanu. And then we will redefine our atmosphere and everything. No, I need you to look at it now. Nnamdi Kanu is going to face justice. He's going to defend himself. He must face the terrorists in charge. Now he is sick. He is purging. Okono mara Nnamdi Kanu knows anyo kita. Nnamdi Kanu knows anyo. He now have kidney failure. He now have Broca's failure. He now have Nyash failure. Everywhere is failure. Brain failure. Let Nnamdi Kanu tell us that he's a madman, so we can recommend the normal hospital that will cure him. Makene enywa enyazondiera. Enyazondiera. That is just the only way. And the wisest tribe, the richest tribe in Nigeria, don't even know what to do to save Nnamdi Kanu. Watch them. They will soon begin to insult me on my comment section. They will begin to threaten the whole Nigeria. If anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu, we will burn Nigeria. A betrayal of their own people. Betrayal of their own people. If anything, as if the life of people Nnamdi Kanu has taken are useless. Where is Ikechukwu Gwoha? Murdered in cold blood before his family member. They would have told you it's Fulani headsmen. What about Ikonso? You think we don't know how you people set him up because they are all knowing the truth? What about Mendi Akparawa? What about those people you people poison, Chimobio, Kafo? Is their life lesser? A murderer. A murderer. People who don't have value want to unite with me. Let him go and tell them that it is my right to determine, it is my right to burn Tinubu house. Tinubu, come out your body. Allow these people to fool themselves. Because in this era, everybody will know them for who they are. Except they repent. And so all of a sudden, looking for who to use as a scapegoat, they now want to drag Ikwere inside. They now want to drag Anyocha inside. They now want to drag Osimiri, Ndokwa, Eka people. All of you are Igbo. And some of you say, yes, we are Igbo because we the Igbo. What we do is say Bia, we say Bia. Because we say Bia, we are Igbo. Anybody that use for market day, yes, you are Igbo. Everybody was yes, you are Igbo. Use your brain. Yes, we are all Igbo. Why is your value system as a normal person different from the supposed Igbo man in the southeast? Why is your value system different? And now going back to my topic this morning. If we now, Eka people, migrated from Igbo, where did Igbo people migrate from? Because we have series of their madness on social media. Some of them will tell you that they come with the wave of Equatorial Guinea. Others come from the wave of Jamaica. Others follow Sambisa forest and enter. Some follow the Yoruba land. And then there were some of them that followed the Hausa land. And finally they own Lagos. Before Benin people conquer them and chase them away. Before the Benin Empire do this one, this one. Some of them even fall from heaven. Look at the people telling you you migrate from them. They don't know where they come from. We are waiting for history in school. No, look at, just bring 10 different Igbo men and ask them, where do you come from? They don't know. They don't even know the meaning of Igbo. When you ask this one, he say Igbo, goof. The next one we say Ndi Igbo. The next one we say Igbo, bush. They don't know the meaning. Confused set of people. Now they are going to tell me where I migrate from. It's a shame. It's a rhetorical question. Where do they come from? Let us set a debate. Drop on my comment section where you people migrate from. You can trace the migration of the entire Europe people. Where they started from, how they splitted, and then where they went to, how they were chimpanzee, monkey, reptilian, whatever they were, they changed. Today they are there. They are there. What makes a France and a Britain to become European when their language is entirely different. Because there were agreements reached. They know where they are coming from. They know how the division came about. But you that say I migrate from you, where do you come from? You will see one elder will come and sit down and say, yes, we are the children of Abraham, the descendant of Funri. We are Abraham children, Abraham children of oil. Yes, we are the people when we left Egypt, with all those cock and bull story. And then you have another one. They say they migrate from a gala, they migrate from here, they fall from heaven. They don't know where they come from, but they know we come from them. Is that not concerning? And now this is the truth. And that is the truth we are standing on. There is no single ethnic group in the world that is formed by one tribe. No. Some have tried to preserve their blood lineage. The Germans have tried it under the Nazis. The Jewish have tried it during the biblical era. And that is why anybody who got or is involved in intermarriage, if they were called to the service of God, they are completely cut off. That was the essence of the creation of the inner chamber and the outer court, temple in Jerusalem. Because God needed to know the pure breed. No nation, even the pure breed he is looking for. Abraham and Sarah are the same father, not the same mother. So Abraham practically married his sister, one blood. And it was through the sister's son, Isaac, the lineage began to count. But Isaac was warned to go back to their place and marry, so the blood remained one. But after Isaac, what happened? The destruction continued. And then you have Jacob. After Jacob, could they contain it? No. The Israel you know of the Bible, the Hebrew, if they are what is in Jerusalem, where they call Middle East, that African country, they tell you is Middle East. If that were to be the original lineage, you will see their blood has been mixed. One tribe completely lost their men. They have to bring in other people to pregnant their women to sustain their race. The descendant of Moses, they married Zipporah, a black woman, Ethiopian woman. Yes, what do you call him? Joseph married Egypt. In fact, his children were named after Egypt, including himself. And so there is no single nation in the world that comes from one tribe. And so when you want to tell me where you migrate from, be very kind to tell me where you started from. We can help you. We have told you as Anyoma people, as Eka people, we know who we are. But a father will not tell a son will not tell his father, this is where we lived before. We have clearly told you in plain terms that the Anyoma you know first of all is not Igbo language. It has nothing to do with Igbo people. It's just an acronym. It could mean anything in any language. Igbo people capitalize on it. They say, oh, it's Anyoma, it belongs to Igbo. It's an acronym. A stands for Anyocha. N stands for Ndokwa, Ndokwane. I stand for Eka people. O stand for Osimili people. And then you have movement and association. What is difficult for you to enjoy? But we know your Biafra agenda. And we have made it clear to you that under this creation, we are the one creating it. It has not even been harmonized. Go and ask Asaba of Asaba. Go and ask Obi Kechuku. Go and ask Obi Efezomo. Why are they running away from the war? Check their body language when we talk about Anyoma. Because there are a lot of issues that need to be addressed. You cannot shy away with it. But we respect ourselves. We are patiently trying to formulate this alliance. And that is why Anyoma is not an ethnic group. But if Ikwere can be recognized as an ethnic group because they have sense and they brought themselves together and were fast to sort out these differences, Ikwere would not have been recognized as an ethnic group. Now let's come back. We made it in plain terms that all of us and Nyoma did not come from the same place. Even the Ika people, all of us did not come from the same place. Down to Sibilindoko and Anyocha. We made it clear to you that some of us are descendants from Benin. We know how it started. And so if Benin people don't know where they come from, I'm sorry, I can't help them. Some of us are descendants from Igbo. And those of you who are descendants of Igbo under Anyoma, if Igbo people, these Biafra people, cannot tell you where you come from, I'm sorry, I can't help you. You are the one that will be telling us that you migrate from Igbo. And then we will tell you which kind of Igbo are you talking about, because there are so many. Let's go to the next one. We have told you some of us are descendants of a Gala. And of course, go and ask a Gala people. If they don't know where they come from, you are not to be blamed. But at least you know where you start from. I don't know my great-grandfather. I know my father. I did not meet his father. Fortunate to meet his mother. And then maybe my father knew his father. He did not meet his grandfather. But there were times we could see like 3 grandfather. But not everybody had that privilege. And so now I know my father. I know what he can do. I know how he behaves. You can't tell me who my father is. And if my father cannot tell me who his father is, that is his business. I could only try to guess. And the highest I can say is he's my father. Undoubtedly, he's my father. And then the people who know my father will say, yes, that's your father. This man was his father. That is why people like us, we traced our origin. Far, far, far. We don't enter Johnson Michael. We don't enter name to look cozy, sweet. We answer name to be able to find our way back home. And we are changing already, but God will help us. I'm coming. And some of us are Yoruba descendants. Olukumin people are in Anyoma. Ndi Igbo, go to those villages and unite them now, because they answer Udoka. Amazingly, they still speak Yoruba. About 14 or 18 communities in Anyoma. Go and tell Nedi Nwoko that those people are Ndi Igbo. They still retain Yoruba. Within on the Cholona, within the axis of Obio, within the axis of Dumujuboku, those areas, there are Yoruba communities, Anyoma, their name is Udoka, Chukuma. But go there, they are speaking Yoruba. And you ask them and say, are you people Yoruba? They will say, no, they are Anyoma people. And they will begin to speak Anyoma for you. You see the other one, they are speaking Igala. You see people, are you people Igala? But they are answering Okechukwu, but they are Igala people. And when you enter them, they speak Igbo. Does it mean these people now don't know who they are? Amazingly, these Igbo people claiming us don't know where they come from. Now, like every other society, we are working respectfully among ourselves, peacefully among ourselves, to create a family, a community that we can function as one. It has not yet been perfected. Igbo people, what are you looking for? And now, they capitalize and deceive you that all of us say, Bia, Bia. Now, all these communities that still retain their original dialect under Anyoma, how do you explain it? In the Anambra, how do you explain it that 99.9% of Igala people that occupy 21 communities in Anambra, they are still speaking Igbo, answering Igbo name, and retain? That is why issue of Igala, you people don't enter there. There is no single community formed by one tribe. But somewhere along the line, the imperialists help us to form a future for ourselves. Not because they love us, to organize us so they can control us. And their target was destroying the existing ancient empires. Things like the Zulu Empire, things like the Benin Empire, things like the Zamfara Empire, things like the Biafra Empire. Not in the Igbo, because there was no Igbo man. Maybe that is why they educate them all this, their madness of Biafra. And so they come, they put you together, they say you look alike. No, imagine what Nigeria is even doing to us. And let me ask you, those of you in the politics, would it be a crime if Nigerians wake up one day and said, let's organize our state by tribes? Will it be a crime? Because sometimes we feel you people don't know what you are doing. But now it is getting close to road that most of you know what you are doing. That is why we keep calling on Wazobia, Wazobia, Wazobia. This idea behind Wazobia remains the ultimate problem of Nigeria. Let me digress first of all. Those of you who are jumping up and down, we are Igbo, my brother, he don't be Igbo. Sing am from here till tomorrow. Your lips may deny the truth, but your heart will not. Let's come back. You already know. But for this purpose, you have Igala people in Delta State, in Anambra State, in Kogi State, in Kwara State, in Enugu State, and then ultimately in Benue State. That is his state. Why can't Nigeria say, okay, all the Gala, let's give them a Gala state? And that is when you will know that there are some Gala in other states that you don't know about. But they know, because their custodian, the author of a Gala, he knows the truth. And then Nigerians say, okay, we have another tribe, the TV people. No, let's look at the Doma people. We say the Doma people. We have Idoma in Kogi. We have Idoma in Benue. We have Idoma in Enugu. We have Idoma in Ebonyi. We have Idoma in Cross River State. At least this is 5 states. And then they bring them according to their land. And say, you people are Idoma state. And then they come and say, okay, the Benin people, take your own state. I know there will be so many states. But at least we should know that inside these states, these are the owner of the state. No Igbo man will be telling you that the Southeast is for Igbo. No Igbo man. Imagine a German say, now we be the Niger Delta, now we get South. Nobody does that. Imagine a Igbo man like me now go tell you, say, now we get Delta, now we be Niger Delta. No, everybody talk your own. Everybody respect yourself. But watch the Southeast. Somebody will come and leave our Southeast, give us Southeast. That is why people like Senator Ned Nwoko will come out and say, compensate Igbo people, give us to Igbo people, add it to the Southeast that belongs to Igbo people. So Igala in Southeast, are they now Igbo people by Nigerian creation? Idoma in the Southeast, are they now Igbo people by Wazobia mentality? Ibibio people in the Southeast, are they now Igbo by your fraudulent mindset? Ejambu kimofo nyanyampiamare. Ejambu kimofi unyanyampiamare. Watch me since I start this journey. I've not come out one day to tell you that I'm a Nyocha person. I've not come out one day to tell you that I am Okwane person. I have never come here to tell you that I'm from Usimiri. I stick to it, a car man. But inside the house, when I jam you, you are from Okwane. I've seen my brother. Dere, Okomao, Otofi, Obuji, Ajenu, Owesho. You just flow. Separatable, inseparable. This relationship was born out of respect and mutual understanding. Nobody forced anybody on it. And so we know where we come from. We have a Joe descendant in Anyoma. Today, when Igbo person tell you, Ohajegbema, is it Igbo land? That Orashel you are putting your heart, does it belong to Igbo people? And then all of a sudden, you want to tear the document and throw the particulars away. Now you have to sanction it. The same way you want to cause confusion in Nigeria, create another war and blame it on another Okwanan person. That is what you are looking for. The same thing that you are looking for Biafra is the same reason why you want to go to Aso Rock. It's the same reason why you want to unite with us. Now, no get shame. And come to think about it, all those of you who have been deceived already, have you ever wondered Why is it that no Igbo elderly state person is championing this cause? Why is it that Igbo people, their stakeholders are hiding from this issue? Sometimes Oni of Ife will come and talk the one he know. In the morning now, what we are seeing recently now, in the morning now, Obi of Onitsha will say it's from Uri. And then in the evening, he will say it's from Bini. We are monitoring all of them. But outside Obi of Onitsha, coming to tell you that he traced his origin to Bini earlier before this saga started. Sometimes, even the North that don't have a monarchy system like we do, if somebody will come out and say, this is who we are. Igbo elderly men, Igbo stakeholders, when will you come out and tell us? When you are watching your children distorting history because you feel it will be for your advantage, you are keeping quiet. Kanayo, all those Nollywood mugus, when will you come out and tell us the truth? No, come out and tell us now, we will believe you. All your governors, come out and tell us now. Well, respect a duty. All of you that have white man, come out and tell us now, why are you hiding? We know the truth. You cannot twist. During the era of IPOB, before it was criminalized by Nnamdi Kanu and his fellow Igbo Biafra criminal-minded individuals, we went to a meeting in Enugu, and the purpose of that meeting was simple. Like I told you, most of these people who invite us and I go to see them, they are not there because they no support what we are doing. They are there because they want to be responsible. Nnamdi Kanu is our son, undoubtedly. We need to guide him. He's getting out of hand. And on one of these instances, we had a meeting in Enugu. This meeting was hosted by the woman leader of Ohaneze Igbo worldwide. The woman is very elderly. She should be she should be between her late 70s and middle 80s. But very strong. You know, money does miracle. And the woman, from what I saw in her house, the husband may have been a retired military personnel. But I'm not sure he's married to Igbo man. Because the man picture was there. Their wedding picture, everything was there. The woman is highly educated. In their midst was Iwu Anyanwụ, late Iwu Anyanwụ, Nna ya Nwodo, so many Igbo stakeholders. Let them come out and tell us that we are Igbo people, so that thunder fire all of them one by one. And then everybody started introducing themselves. I have said it overly. Before this time, I believe in Igbonism. Because I never know people can be this mischievous. And when it was my turn to introduce myself, I stood up and I said, I'm George Onibe and I'm from Agbo. And that meeting was actually classified to be Igbo meeting. The woman could not contain it. She stood up and asked this question. Biko kwano ewekwala niwe ndi Agbo awozekwa ndi Igbo. Everywhere was calm. Then Nna Nwodo was the one who used ideology because maybe they didn't want to start pointing me out. That I know he's representing IPOB, African rep. But then they were planning on how to release him. All these people, all of them. And when such an elderly woman will ask question, that kind of question, he's trying to point out to something. Maybe we have denied that we are not Igbo. And so she's surprised now one of them is coming to say it's Igbo. Or maybe she knew truly we are not Igbo. And so why are they bringing non-Igbo into the meeting? If I lie this thing that I'm saying, it shall never be well with my generation from generation. If this thing, that woman didn't ask that question. And that opened a different door for me. And all of you lying that we are who we are not, it should never be well with you and all your generation. All of you will remain fugitives and vagabonds upon the earth. And that is when he opened another door. Because we observe you. My broadcast is born from my comment section. The more you insult me, the more I will dig out your hopelessness. And I begin to ask questions. Ndị Agbo, I was a Kwandi Igbo. Ndị Agbo, I was a Kwandi Igbo. But of course, I have my elders to guide me. And when I meet certain individuals, I'll say, Ma, sir, look at this thing. They will smile. I love that smile. You know what it means? This guy is getting it now. They don't just tell you about that theory. They will give you 20 different examples on how it has reoccurred before then. The consequences and the moral lesson. There is a difference between knowing the path and walking the path. They will allow you to go. I knew the truth. And so if you as Agbo man, if you as Ikwere man, if you as Anyocha Osimili Ndokwa or supposed sub-Igbo group, man or woman, boy or girl, wake up and say, I migrate from Igbo. I don't see any reason there. But don't speak for me. And tell us the truth that all of us did not migrate from Yoruba, all of us did not migrate from Igbo, all of us did not migrate from Benin, all of us did not migrate from Ejo, all of us are not descendants from Egala, but now we are Nyoma. Allow us to rest now. Now we are Ikwere. Leave us alone now. Is that too much, too difficult for you to understand? And I was asking a question. Why is it that Igbo stakeholders are not hampering it? Because they know it's wrong. It's unfortunate that these people do not know that something is wrong. I'm so sorry again. Another call today. You know duty calls. Yes, my brother. I'm listening. Morning. No problem. Go ahead, please. No. Talk to me, please. Or maybe I'll call you back. About the shipping work. Okay. Yes. Yes. Just give me like 1 hour, I'll get back to you. Give me like 1 hour, I'll send number to you. I say give me like 1 hour, I'll send the number for you. I did in the midst of something, that is why I did this street. Okay. All right. Yeah. So sorry for that. Ordinarily, I have a little distraction. I'm supposed to sit back. But we cannot keep quiet because every minute we are not online, these people are deceiving many of our people because they are not resting. My people don't even know the consequence because they have not sinned. But until they wake up to their responsibility, we'll be here to cover the vacuum for them. And then, like I asked the question, what is stopping these people, Igbo elders, from saying it? At times, Obo Bini will come and say, yes, in Ondo State, our children are there. In Owo, our children are there. Anywhere you see, they call Oba or Idunu in Lagos, these are our children. And obviously, everybody knows that Lagos State is not one tribe. But they are Lagosians. And I'm sure Oba Bini is not going to claim anybody because they have not claimed anybody till tomorrow. Ikwere migrate from Benin. Oba Bini didn't say so. Ikwere says so. And when it is time for them to guide people, they talk. Igbo elite, why are you not telling us that we are Igbo? All this crossbreed, they are the one you are giving the contract. And we that are the original breed, pure breed, you think we are going to allow you? Go and ask question. There is a difference between cockerel and broiler. There is a difference between broiler and noiler. There is a difference between noiler and native fowl. Choose your own now. Are all of them not fowl? So in case you are listening to these people who are telling you you are Igbo, you must be Igbo. The plan they have for you people is worse than the plan Nnamdi Kanu have. Nnamdi Kanu, from his plan by now, he would have militarized the South and the Southeast. It was just two ways for them. Either Nigeria begin to pay Igbo people amnesty, which is what they are still pushing, to stop insecurity, or they will have their way. But they are not there to receive the blow. They are not receiving any of the injury. They will only cry. One of them has been in my inbox now and say, tell us about Chukwumazogo if it's not an Igbo man. I'm preparing for you the issue of Chukwumazogo. We shall review it. That is exactly what you people wanted to do. Imagine if we subscribe to Nnamdi Kanu terrorism. By now, most of you will think I'm a terrorist. By now, most of you will think I'm a murderer because they have started painting me already. But I'm a reverend. We understand the political imbalance. We understand the problem of Nigeria. Ultimately, it's going to end in restructure, whether anybody likes it or not. But we are praying and watching closely that that restructure will not be to the detriment of anybody. As good as that. And then we can enjoy our one Nigeria. But these Igbo Biafra people don't want to rest. Igbo Biafra people, let us assume we are Igbo. There is Yoruba people in Kwara. So why is Yoruba not claiming their people in Kwara? Okay, sorry. Yoruba no get mouth. Yoruba, oh, Lenu. Yoruba no get mouth. If so, Yoruba get mouth. By now, Yoruba for the say, yes, our people in Kwara, we are going to claim our Yoruba in Kwara, our Yoruba in Benin Republic, our Yoruba in Ghana. We must still unite. Which country now for they look for that time? Yoruba. Igbo people now, I make we follow us Yoruba now. And I no get shame. It's obvious and evidence that there are Yoruba people in Benin Republic, Cotonou. It's evidence that there are Yoruba people in Kwara. Undoubtedly, you know there are Yoruba people in Ghana, indigenous. You hardly hear Yoruba people say, our people in Ghana, oh, beautiful Yoruba tribe in Costa Rica, oh, Yoruba tribe in America, oh, this Yoruba in the, oh, Yoruba. Why is Yoruba not doing that? Because they no get mouth, Abi. You talk about Fulani. How many countries across the world, Africa, do you have Fulani? Oh, sorry, Fulani no sabi speak English. But at least therefore they say, we are in Ghana, we are in Niger, at least therefore they know, oh, sorry, they can't speak English. No, what is your problem? Only Igbo Biafra people. Oh, Igbos of Jamaica, Igbos of Equatoria, Igbos of... And you are the fake, the fakest of all the fake, looking for validation. For Fiakwa. No. If you don't have who advise you, go and learn advice from those who have who advise them. One time when they know you eventually they learn more than those. But we know your agenda. It has been working before now. But this time, it will not work. I just ask you two questions. Why is Igbo elders not telling us now that we are Igbo? All this crossbreed, all this baby fattery. No, just look at their body language. Look at them. You will know they are not indigenous. They cannot change our value now. That is the problem. That is why we have become Ibunyabo. And you will hear Ibunyabo because we don't reason like them. We don't behave like them. We don't insult our parents. We don't insult our elders. We don't eat human flesh. We don't buy drug and start destroying people's life. We don't sell fake drug. Yes, obviously the Gen Z may be doing Yahoo. May God deliver them. We are guided by principle and have tried to live by the principle of dignity our ancestors have taught us. We stick by it, uncompromising. But what about you? Anything goes. You just get 3,000 naira. You go to somebody's village and build palace and call yourself thunder fire you. Now, no get shame. These are a bunch of slaves who don't know where they come from. This Igbo Biafra. Let me tell you who they are. That is why they don't know where they come from. The era where slave trade was abolished, they had a slave dump somewhere in current-day Imo State. And then they have another slave dump somewhere in Badagry. Those they bought from Benin down to Lagos, they carried them to Badagry. Those they bought down from Benin down to Atlantic Ocean, Calabar, and the rest of them, they carried them to that dump, slave camp in Imo State. And then, of course, those from the north, it's Arab that is buying those slaves. They carry them away with donkey. Now, let's leave that aside. That eve, when slave trade was abolished, they mobilized them. Where do we send them to? This one, where do you come from? You don't know. You, where do you come from? You don't know. Some of them were little children. Imagine Jaja of Opobo, little children. All these criminals were selling their people. And then Igbo say, don't worry, we will create a future for you. They gave them Bible and other tools for colonization. And then they brought in Samuel Ajayi Crowther. And when they gathered, they don't know how to communicate. Maybe this one is speaking Bini, this one is speaking Yoruba, this one is speaking Hausa, Toto Tururu. They have one thing in common. They are slaves. They have nothing to lose. They have nowhere to go. So they start teaching them. Or don't you see the video online when they were teaching them Igbo? How could they teach you Igbo? Because these are some of the things you people don't listen to. Go and search for that video. Anyenya anya. Anyenya anya. Oko. Have you not heard that video? That was Samuel Ajayi Crowther teaching them this Igbo language. They want to use to colonize all of us. The Eka I speak is a combination of Benin language and Igbo language. Let us assume so. So they gang us up, give us language. Because you don't know where you come from. Your miserable Biafra life, you want to drag me into it. I know where I come from. I know who I am. Nobody is dragging to prove they are anything. Because they know they are something. And they are satisfied with who they are. Only empty vessels make the largest noise. So bunch of slaves now want to take my land. Bunch of slaves now want to control me. Bunch of slaves now want to overshadow me. Are we the one that sold you? Have you heard us tell about the history of how Igbo people sold the slave? That didn't sell any slave. You can't see anyone anywhere. We didn't sell slave. It's not a honor. It's not a pride that your people you sold are somewhere doing well. It's a story of shame when you tell us of Igbo land. It's a story of how miserable most of you can be. Just that you are not looking at the other side of the coin. So why don't you tell us who you are? Because it will boil down to that, what do you call it? That slave camp in Imo State. I don't want to insult any of you. Because there are some of them still wandering everywhere. As fugitive till today, they don't know where they come from. When you talk now, say, man, but who is in the Igbo Biafra and Yoshi? Let Igbo stakeholders, if you are serious about this thing, begin to tell us that you are Igbo. Governor Soludo can do that. We will listen. All your governors, all these stakeholders, let them begin to talk. We'll take you people serious. You can go and be misleading all those baby factory. I call them crossbreed, but they don't speak for my father's house. Fortunately, I should say, my father didn't marry one wife because my mother died at the age of 78. In between that time, he has to remarry. The wife is there, the children are there, male children, normally in my family. But as the first son, there is a limit to their power. But that doesn't make them less than my father's son. And they are not even crossbreed because my father still remarried from Igbo. So those people have right as much as I have. But there are places I will talk. Even my own junior sibling, I will shut them up. I was having a conversation with my younger sister recently, and he was trying to tell me about our mother character. I told her, shut up. Shut up. I have left secondary school before them born you. I don't come out for secondary school before them born you. Even when I come out for home, you don't get sense. Now they tell me who mama be. Shut up. And that was when she come back to her senses. Not to talk of you now, you, who don't know where you come from. You are all the other. We see all of us use AK, all of us use Aqua. Because what Samuel Ajayi Crowther did under the instruction of the British government was to begin to pick a language that we use similar to form this Igbo language they are calling Central Igbo. They didn't do it to only these Igbo people. They did it to Yoruba, they did it to Hausa. The problem we have now that Igbo people don't want to rest. Tell them to analyze that video now. How can a Igbo person be teaching them Igbo language? Anya, 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 oko, oko, uku, uku, olu, imi. All this rubbish they are talking about. When I speak Igbo language, which one are you talking about? The car is not Igbo. Anyoma, as you may call it, is not Igbo. Ikwere is not Igbo. We are who we are. Until their elders and stakeholders in their community begin to see it. Don't listen to all those crossbreeds. They have fancy podcast studio. They have desolate, you see, very handsome. We are not completed building. This is where we hold them. We go nowhere. This is where we will hold them. What has an heko, young one heko, Makano when you be back on them. I'm sorry. This is where I bring this broadcast to an end. I'll go to the comment section, receive my insult, and then we move on. I see different Blackie. I greet you, different Blackie. Good morning from here. I see Jesus speaking. He said they said they are from Israel. My brother Atayao, and me, I'm not from Israel. Eh? You can imagine. Unfortunate set of people. I see next Joe. He say they are criminals. No, they want land. They want land. They want waterways. Let them come and get it. I see Ndoka. And he said, what did he say? Aso. Awon. That means maybe he's saying I'm a smoker. It's good. Now the Kano that is taking drug now, he's complaining. He's complaining. He say, my problem be say, now you with IPOB be the disturb people about IPOB and Biafra. You committed as you had, and you are not making sense. You are not making sense. Look at you now trying to change the narratives. The same thing you will use to all this our crossbreed. That is what I tell them. That is Igbo nature. They drag other tribes, use them, and claim innocent. If we didn't expose Nnamdi Kanu on time, today, Igbo people will be shouting that he's South people, oh. He's South people, oh. But our value don't go tally with yours. Chukwuma Zogu followed you people. You people killed him. Yoruba man followed you people to do Biafra. You people killed him. If Jonah told you people to, you people killed him. Igbo people have never committed any crime. Everybody. They are killing us, oh. They hate us, oh. Everywhere, Igbophobia, oh. Yoruba. Have you heard the Yorubaphobia? For Ghana, Igbophobia. South Africa, Igbophobia. For Pearland, Igbophobia. For everywhere. Igbo don't do bad. They are always doing right. Miserable set of Igbo Biafra people. Am I telling you that I'm Igbo? Am I telling you that Igbo is Sabo? Why won't you sleep? Igbo people want to do Biafra. Wahala. Igbo people want to do politics. Now war. Igbo people want to unite us now. Then go insult all of us. Una no get shame. Ibi fene me hayaku eje yekwa. I love insult. Just insult me. He say, Nna answer your Benin name. You see that one? Look at him. Chukwuma. Nna answer your Benin name. You get language? Now Yoruba man teach Igbo people language where they speak today. Samuel Ajayi Crowther. And Yoruba people say they're not sure say that man a Yoruba man. Maybe another bunch of slaves. Anya. You don't see where they teach us Abo. Ndiara. Answer your Benin name. In case you don't know, my Benin name now Omorui. And go ask Omorui Onyoshi. You can drop your insult on the comment section. Progressive-minded Nigerians, don't mind me. We need to curtail these people. Because their right is now encroaching on other people's rights. And we will not allow them to distort our history. The damage they have done to the psyche of our people is enough. Through different means, different purposes and agenda. We have not started addressing the issue of drugs they are pushing into communities to mess up the next generation of your people. Be looking at them. They know what they are doing. Using even the crossbreed among them to carry out heinous crime against other ethnic groups in Nigeria. And so any of you marrying to Igbo Biafra as a woman, know that your child is a classified weapon, whether you know it or not. May the Lord be with all of you to help us deliver your children who are crossbreed already. Because these people, they plan, their heart care for no one. They care for no one, not even for themselves. And that is why I'm not surprised. I'm George Onibe. We'll continue from here. Have a nice day.